In this video, we'll discuss how to handle drinking occasions. Why are we discussing this topic? Well, some of you currently have important events on your calendar where both there will be drinking and your presence is expected. In early recovery, these functions can present a real challenge. If you apply the solutions presented in this video, chances are likely you will stay sane, sober, and hopefully even have fun at such gatherings. I want to be clear, in the early months of sobriety, this topic in video only applies to unavoidable events where there will be alcohol, like work functions, your sister's wedding, or a holiday dinner with your family. If you work a solid program of recovery, there will be a time where you can go to any event without your sobriety being threatened. Now is not that time. Shortly after I got sober, I was expected to be a bridesmaid in my aunt's wedding. The event was out of town and included multiple days with my extended family. Of course, I had some anxiety around this event. If I drank, my whole family would notice. It would disappoint them and possibly ruin a lovely family vacation. Prior to going, I got some great suggestions from my recovery community, which really helped me. Because I was able to stay sober during that event, I bonded with my family, was proud of my actions, had lots of fun, and even got to remember it. What a blessing. Just like my recovery community bestowed important knowledge on me, now we're doing the same for you. Here are suggestions for you to maintain your sobriety and sanity at drinking events. Preparation is key. Preparing yourself for the event is a very important part of the process. Here are some of the things you can do to be prepared. First and foremost, ask yourself if you can handle the event. Try to get as much information about it beforehand so you can make an informed decision. The questions found in the Recovery Action Plan will help you make this decision. Have an exit strategy. We highly recommend having your own mode of transportation so you can leave when you need to. Let people know ahead of time you might leave early. This way, you can slip out and they'll be less likely to worry about you. Sometimes trying to say goodbye can suck us back in when we really just need to leave. When necessary, bring your own beverage. One of my favorites is sparkling water with lime. I found people are less likely to offer me a drink when I already have one. If you'll be traveling for this event, we recommend the following. Before your trip, reach out to the hotel to request they empty the minibar. Most hotels will gladly assist you on this matter. If you must have a roommate, avoid sharing a room with a heavy drinker and choose someone you feel safe with. While you are out of town, try a new meeting. Attending meetings in new locations can be fun and, more importantly, provide you with much-needed support. In the hours leading up to the event, mentally prepare yourself with the following actions. Reevaluate by honestly asking yourself if you can handle attending this event. If you're feeling emotionally unstable or you're looking forward to a reason to relapse, don't go. Self-honesty is very important here. Your sobriety comes first, above all else, even if it disappoints someone. If after this assessment you decide to attend the event, think about what you can bring to this gathering and how you can be helpful. If I show up to an event with the goal of bringing joy, I am much happier than when I focus on what I can get out of it. Look for opportunities to be of service, like doing the dishes or even chatting with someone who looks lonely. If you have a spiritual practice, prayer and meditation can be incredibly useful and can help you show up to the event feeling calm and happy. Know how to say no. Saying no to a drink may seem easy, and usually it is, but some of you may have never turned down a drink in your life, so it's a good idea to have some options at the ready. There are more ways to turn down a drink than I can cover here, but these will get you started. No thank you, I'm good. I've already got a drink. No, I've had enough. I can't, I'm driving. I'm allergic, I break out in handcuffs. Occasionally, someone may have a hard time taking no for an answer or want to understand the reasoning behind it. In my experience, if someone has an issue with the fact that I'm not drinking, they usually have a drinking problem themselves. When I find myself in this situation, I look at it as an opportunity to be of service, so I answer all their questions with full honesty. If they begin to make you feel uncomfortable, remove yourself from the situation. Surround yourself with supportive people. The more support you have at the event, the better. Here are some ways you can surround yourself with people during the event which will improve your chances of maintaining your sobriety. One of the most effective things you can do is bring a friend in recovery with you. This greatly helps you during the event, not only to have someone to be accountable to or talk to if things get tough, but it will also help you knowing you're not the only one there who's sober. While at the event, tell someone or a few people you trust that you are newly sober and don't want to drink. These are the people you can ask for support during the event. This may be a shock to some of you, but most functions have at least some people who aren't drinking. Find them, spend time with them, get to know them. You may feel a little less out of place when sticking with non-drinkers. Call a supportive friend and tell them what's going on. You may even want to give a friend a heads up prior to the event to let them know you'll be checking in with them, so they'll be expecting your call. Know when to leave. Sometimes you will stay and dance the night away with no issues, but other times you will need to listen to your gut and honestly assess your safety. If you feel unsafe, it's time to leave. If you're entertaining the thought of a drink and romanticizing it, it's definitely time to leave. Generally, as the night progresses, so do people's level of intoxication. It's best to leave before people get annoyingly drunk. Do you have any special events coming up within the next few months where people will be drinking? If so, it's time to move into the Recovery Action Plan, where you will create a strategy that works for you. If you don't yet have a function like this on your calendar, you will eventually. Come back to this exercise at that time.